Hello and welcome to episode 22 of Willing Snackrifice. I'm Mike.
I'm Liz.
And we're back. New year, new snacks. It's exciting, isn't it?
Thrilling.
What?
No, it is exciting, actually. We've been on
thrilling?
hiatus.
We have. We've been on hiatus since mid-November.
Really?
Yeah, November 14th was the Ramentary episode that we did with Dylan and Sean.
Wow. I didn't realize it was that long.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been quite a while since we've done one of these, but it's funny, we did have a whole bunch of snacks that we purchased when we were in New Jersey in September. And we haven't
delved into them yet.
delved into those. But that's what tonight is for, right?
Yes.
We're going to get into those. We might get into another mystery box, snack box thing. We'll see. We'll see how we do.
We'll see how hungry we are.
Yeah. We'll see how willing we are to Snackrifice.
Can we do it?
I think we can. I have the utmost confidence in our snack abilities.
Our snack abilities?
Our snack abilities. Well, I like that, man. I think we have like a whole language that we could do with this video podcast series that we're doing.
Like Snackrifice and snack abilities. And what else could we do? Like a snack sensation would be a snacksation.
And I mean, if we grow this thing, I mean, you could like hashtag on a shirt, like hashtag snackability.
Hashtag snackability. You heard it here first.
Yeah. I like it, man.
I would feel
and I know we have a merch.
Self-conscious.
We have
snackability.
Oh no.
Not over the breasts.
On the back of the shirt. Always on the back with that. But I mean, we have a merch guy. I mean,
we do.
Yeah, we definitely have a merch guy. Maybe eventually we could get hockey jerseys out of them.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I think the other thing is both of us are slightly larger than snack size.
We're certainly not fun sized.
We're fun, but we're not fun sized.
We're like the what's the I don't want to say family size, but like
size?
king sized. Yes,
queen
we're king
size.
sized. Yeah, king and queen sized. Yeah. So as we like to do when they're available, we like to start out with a beverage. And so the snacks that we got in Jersey were from H Mart.
This is pretty much most of everything we got that you're going to see here came from H Mart, which is, why don't you tell them what H Mart is?
H Mart's just like a Asian grocery store. It's fantastic. They got so much stuff. And it's so fun.
It's overwhelming because it's not just Chinese or Vietnamese or Korean. It's all basic, all of it. I think there was even like Indian and Pakistan section. It just kind of it covered everything, and you walk in, and unless you absolutely know what you're going in there for, you'll just end up with a crazy amount of like snacks and sweets because we didn't know what we were looking for. We had some ramen.
Yeah, and some dumplings and stuff of that ilk. But then I hit up the snack aisle, and
he hit it hard.
Yeah, and I noticed Teresa Marie, our good friend Teresa, who's been on previous episodes. She says sharing bag. I don't know what she means by that, but not tonight. I mean, the weather is pretty inclement, so we're not sharing this bag.
No, it's not COVID, but it's definitely been snowing all day here.
Mm-hmm.
Got a few inches of big, fat, fluffy flakes of snow. My favorite kind.
Right. Yep.
I love me some snow.
Yep. A little fun to drive in.
But so one of the things we got. Now you might have seen when we did this one before. We have done this before, but it was
when you were talking about
we're the sharing size.
Sharing size.
Like it's too big for one person, but it's good. We share.
No? I don't know. Yeah, maybe
we share with each other.
Yeah,
we're sharing size with each other.
Sharing size with each other, I guess. Yeah. No, we're not into that.
I didn't want to go there. Okay.
This is a PG show. Come on now, Teresa. PJ. I mean, I know I've dropped a few F-bombs here and there.
Yeah, I'm generally not.
You're not so much the F-bombs.
No, I'm much more of delicate.
All right, so what do we got?
So you've seen us have this before. It was the taro flavor. Now I love bubble tea or boba tea, depending on what you want to call it. I love it here. There's Tai Chi bubble tea here that if there was one, well, there will be one near our house soon if they haven't opened already. So yay them. But the first time we had this, I wasn't impressed because the bubbles were not chewy. They were mushy.
Yeah.
And the taro flavor was just not a flavor. It was just purple milk. It just didn't taste like anything.
It was pretty disappointing, I got to say. So we're hoping that the brown sugar one is maybe a little bit more...
At least sweet.
Yeah.
Or has a flavor of some kind. So I'll open it over here so in case it explodes. We do not have explosions. And I think the other part was you ended up with all the bubbles because I think I poured your glass second.
Oh, yeah.
So do you want less bubbles this time?
I mean, maybe we do like a little pour on mine, a little pour on yours, and then just go back and forth, and maybe that might be the key, right?
Mm-hmm. The science.
Yeah.
The snack science.
Teresa, I mean, this isn't the show to argue about how edited you are, but you're not edited at all.
Me?
No, Teresa.
Oh. No, Teresa is live and uncensored.
Yeah.
Not getting any bubbles out of or bubbas out of this pour. So we might just be drinking
brown sugar milk. Exactly what I wanted on a Friday night.
Brown sugar milk. This looks like coffee, honestly. Here, enjoy your brown sugar milk.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy Friday.
Happy 2022.
Indeed.
Smells nutty. Tastes fine.
Yeah. I actually like the boba, like the breakup of the fluid with the bobas. It kind of it's a weird sensation, like if you're not used to it because they're kind of gelatinous, but it works well in that beverage, so I kind of like that.
And a lot of people, especially if you're somebody who's sensitive to textures in your food, it's definitely not something that we're used to because you've got the straw, you're drinking, and all of a sudden there's solids, and you're like, oh, and but I enjoy them. I like the chew factor to them. I know that they're considered kind of childish. A lot of people just get the bubble tea without the bubbles or the bubbas.
This has like a lot of weight in the bottom of it. It's all boba down here.
So why don't you give me your glass and we'll see if we can get some out.
I know we had a lot of difficulty with the last can of this.
Well, I think you're supposed to just put a straw in it and drink it yourself.
Oh, you think? Yeah. Like a boba straw.
Yeah.
Which, we have those all over the place, like very wide straws. Because, I mean, the things are like,
there they are.
Yeah. I was going to say, when I picked up the can, you could definitely feel the weight down at the bottom of it. So, I mean, why don't we do like a little bit of a pairing, like a food beverage pairing with the rest of this?
Sure.
So our first snack, we have a lot of sweet snacks that we got from H Mart.
You can maybe see the bubbles in the bottom.
Oh, yeah. Yep. You most certainly can. So our first snack that we got from H Mart is I picked up a box of Oreo Thins, tiramisu flavored.
So not anything I've ever seen before. And again,
the writing on the back. I mean, early on when we started this show, we were doing like a lot of Google Translate and trying to figure out like what all of this said. And after a while, we were just like, you know what? It's not really worth it.
Let me take a look. Let's see if it has like a location on this one. It looks Korean. The writing. Product of Korea. Yes. I can't read the writing, but I'm starting to be able to distinguish the different styles. So this is from Korea. Yes, I have to change glasses from reading to regular because getting up there.
Oh, sweet. We got like little, there's multiple packs.
Oh, good.
Here.
So those won't go stale.
Right.
Hopefully they're good and we don't want them to go stale. There's some snacks that I've let go stale because I don't want to eat them.
So I don't know that I've ever had like an Oreo thin, period. Like, I know they sell them here, but I don't know that I've had like.
I think we got some once when we got like a snack pack box from like one of those big box stores that had like the 100-calorie packs.
So I mean, is the idea like they just have like less filling in them? I mean, because they really do look like
they're like diet Oreos.
Yeah, they look like the same size as like a typical Oreo, but I mean, if you can see like there's nothing.
They're squished flat, but these smell good.
Oh, they smell so chocolatey.
And coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, these definitely don't smell like regular Oreos.
No, not at all.
These are not your mother's Oreos. They're good.
They're good.
They smell better than they taste. And that's not saying that they taste bad. It's just the smell of them is really strong coffee. No, but they're good. I wish these weren't thins.
Oh, like if the
filling was full, that would have been excellent.
Yeah, you could see like the thin layer of filling in there.
Good stuff. Good job, Korea.
Yeah.
You improved on the Oreo.
Those are solid. And sometimes the thing we found with like Asian snacks is sometimes chocolate is not an easy flavor for them.
It's kind of hit and miss.
Yeah.
And also Oreos in general. A lot of times we've seen in the last several years that Oreo comes out with a new flavor, seems like every season. And I do not like most of them. They always taste like chemicals, or definitely they miss the flavor they're going for the most part. Like I think they had the pumpkin spice and the red velvet, and I just haven't liked them. But these were a good variation on a theme for the Oreo.
The pairing with the cookie and the
Bubba tea.
Bubba really doesn't do much, but
they go together. I mean, they don't conflict.
Right. So I don't know where this next snack came from, but I know. I mean, we somehow ended up. You know what I think it was? Is we did like a Tokyo treat box, I think, with Sarah.
Okay.
And maybe we had one of these in ours. For some reason we didn't see it, or we didn't use it, or something like that. So this ended up being extra. But these things are amazing. And I'm trying to remember what the name of them is, but they're these fish cookie.
They're not takoyaki. No, takoyaki's the.
Oh, there's something like something like that. Choco. But these things are awesome, and the filling in them is really good. So I just happened to have it in the bag with the H Mart stuff, and I was like, well, we should just do it, right?
Yeah, it's a flaky kind of wafer cookie filled with, in this case, chocolate.
Yep.
I think it is takoyaki. Maybe.
Not takoyaki. Choco. I think it's chocoyaki or something like that.
Somebody remember what these are called? Because we don't have our book anymore and we have forgotten. You could look up the name. Mojito. In a little tray. And it is a little wafer fish.
Taiyaki.
That was close.
Yeah.
Smells like chocolate. I'll eat that. We've had them before. They're good.
They're very much like, I mean, like the smell of like the wafer cookies that you get at, like at the grocery store, like in the bulk section.
Mhm.
But like the filling, I mean,
There's just so much chocolate.
the amount of filling in there is pretty substantial. So I mean, they're delicious too, and the filling is good quality too. It's not like it's like we were talking about, like the chocolate. Sometimes it's hit or miss. This is a hit right here.
Right.
They're
definitely just a fun snack. They're a fun treat.
But it absolutely just like melts, like everything about it.
Mm-hmm.
But the flavor is great.
Like we talk about stuff like if we were traveling and we were stuck in an airport, and if this was something in a vending machine, would you buy it?
That's yeah.
How about the thins, the Oreo thins?
You know what?
6 o'clock in the morning, and you've got a whole vending machine full of stuff with pictures and words that you really can't interpret because your language skills just aren't there.
Actually, if I'm traveling like that, I would buy the Oreos over this. And you don't know why? The travelability of the Oreos versus the fish. Because this is kind of messy, but those Oreos, you have the tube, and you can put that in your backpack or whatever,
mm-hmm.
and you can save some of them for later. It's a good travel snack. This maybe not so much.
It's crumbly,
but
as you can end up with.
I know a lot of the countries, travel and eating is like a huge thing for them because they're always on the go, right? And they're in trains, and they have those bento boxes that they eat on the trains, and
mm-hmm.
but also the snack foods too. It's always portability is king.
Yeah. The going back to these, the Bubas still are not the best consistency. Obviously, when they're fresh, they're the consistency of like hard gummy bears. These are kind of like they've been in a can for a very long time. So they don't have any bounce. No chew.
Yeah.
And most of the time they're flavored with brown sugar, and these have no flavor anymore either. Yeah. So the tea, all right. The bubble, not so much.
Right.
I could do without
it.
I think we're done with the bubbles.
Yeah. How about we get into maybe something more savory?
Sure.
All right. I'm just going to cleanse the palate because
you've got nothing but sweet on top of sweet.
Right. I mean, sweet on top of sweet as far as the snacks go, and then sweet on top of sweet as far as the hosts go.
Oh.
That would be like the YouTube.
That would be the thumbnail.
Yeah, the thumbnail. Yeah. So, which one do you this or?
Let's do number one. I want number one.
Okay.
Got me intrigued.
I've been curious.
My world number one.
For like since I bought them, I've been looking forward to this moment because I don't know what these are going to be. Well, I mean, I know what they are, but I don't know what they're really going to be. If that makes sense.
They're also Korean.
You think? Well, why don't I show the package first?
It might be.
And then you can examine.
Mm.
So these show as world number one. Does that actually say something in English? Oh, it says limited. They are Doritos. And if you notice, wait, let me go this way. You notice right there on the screen there's a little like honey pot and chilies right there. So
we're intrigued because they keep saying that they are
number one,
world number one.
So what exactly are they? What flavor are they going to be? My theory is like almost like a, like that chili pepper sauce you sometimes get with like the cold spring roll type things.
Maybe.
I was thinking something like that flavor.
Like a Thai chili?
Yeah, like a Thai chili sauce.
Let's see here. product of Korea. And we're sticking with the theme of Korea.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to open it gently. They don't smell like any Doritos I've ever tried.
That's an interesting scent.
Doritos are usually very pungent when you open them, whether they're Cool Ranch or classic nacho cheese. They're usually really pungent when you open them.
And this is kind of like mild.
Subtle, but
yeah.
There's a spice in there that's, I don't know. Ready?
Well, let's show it up to the camera.
Standard Dorito looking thing.
Oh, these smell peppery.
These are the opposite of the Oreos, where the Oreo smelled stronger than it tasted. These don't have a strong smell, but they definitely have a punch of flavor. They're sweet.
They're very sweet. Slightly peppery.
And then there's a heat.
They're good.
They are
very good.
Those are very good. They're very Moorish. You want more. Now, I am not a huge Dorito fan. They are not my American snack food of choice. The more you eat of those, the spicier they get. I would buy those.
Yeah.
If those were on the shelf, I would buy those. They are delicious. The first bite, like when it first hits your tongue, it's definitely sweet. And then
you get that lingering pepper.
Yep, the lingering heat.
Yeah.
And the first one didn't really taste spicy. Then I ate another one, and it was spicier. So
right.
I think it builds on itself for the spice.
Yeah. I kind of want to do this one that's kind of like curled.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to save some of these for Brother Sean tomorrow. I think he might like these a lot.
I could see him getting into these.
Just going through the whole bag.
I could definitely see him going, oh.
A little spicy sweet Doritos here. These are very good.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I'm also surprised.
What's that?
Because I don't really like Doritos. They're usually too salty, and these are not. These aren't really even salty at all, but the spice is now building up in my nose.
These are so different though too. Like the mouthfeel of the Dorito is very different than like a typical Dorito. I don't feel like it's more almost like cracker based than tortilla chip.
And the seasoning isn't powdery.
No.
Whatever the seasoning is, I think is in the chip instead of on the chip.
Like I would seriously like seek these out. Like even like if I at some point go back to H Mart and buy like not like just one bag, like buy like 5 or 6 bags.
Yeah, these are definitely a good.
These
delicious.
are yummy.
Yeah, they in my opinion, because I don't really like Doritos to begin with, I think they blowed nacho cheese and Cool Ranch out of the water. And they don't have that powdery taste or that powdery crap all over your fingers.
Yeah. I mean, there are some of the like the variant Dorito flavors that I dig. Like there's like the chili ones, and there's some other ones that they do offer here in the States. But yeah, these are intriguing. And maybe it's just like a grass is greener kind of concept, but they are tasty.
I like them a lot. I like it a lot.
It's tough to put this bag down.
Mike's like, I just want to sit here and eat these with it.
Well, I mean, we have like I keep going.
And he's like, I want to put the hockey game back on, sit back with these, open a beer, and that's it. But
this is called slightly called willpower. Just because I know we have more show for you.
And we have so many snacks to get through.
We have so many snacks to get through. Where we might actually, depending on how we're feeling, we might actually double up tonight and do a box too. So I'm gonna take a swig of water for the working man.
Swig of water. Spill it, miss your mouth.
Hey, they didn't see that.
Pour some out for the working man.
Yep. And do we want to go back to sweet?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do something that's not chocolate. How about that?
That sounds good.
So these were kind of intriguing to me. These are from Milkita, and it actually indicates on here that they're a good source of calcium.
Ooh, means there's actual probably dairy in them.
And they are a product of Indonesia. And what's nice is, this is going to sound so crappy, but I'm going to say what's nice is I can read everything. But it's good. It kind of...
It panders to your limitations.
Yes. Oh, and an easy open, too. So these are, they are creamy shake lollipops. And they come in assorted flavors. Strawberry, honeydew, banana, chocolate. And chocolate. So 4 different flavors.
So you know what flavor I gotta get.
Honeydew or Okay.
Love me some honeydew. I love that green melon flavor. Midori. We've had I've gotten the honeydew flavored bubble tea a lot.
So I'm gonna kind of avoid the chocolate ones because we've already had chocolate. So what was the other one? Strawberry, right? I want to do a
banana.
Well, I want to do a strawberry one.
The cow on these is actually really cute.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I showed the artwork very well, but yeah, like the cow on the front,
He's a happy cow.
On the back too. It actually explains the calcium, the classic taste of a blended creamy ice cream shake in a lollipop! Exclamation point. These satisfying creamy shake lollipops charm and refresh the taste buds. They are also mother approved for being rich in calcium, which helps build strong bones.
Yum.
And look, the cow is kind of presenting on the back. You see, like he's kind of got his hands out. He's very excited about these lollipops. So I elected to go with strawberry on this. How was your honeydew one treating you?
Very good. They're not chewy. They're definitely a hard candy.
Oh, so we're gonna have like a little bit of time here as far as
we don't have to finish it, or we can come back to it after we've had more snacks. But this is really good. Definitely got a honeydew flavor.
I noticed like the top of it's like kind of like yellowish, whitish, and the bottom is like pinkish.
Mine side by side.
Oh, so it's like I think representing like the milk and then the flavor, the fruit flavor.
They remind me. I don't know if they still make them, but a long time ago, there used to be a lifesaver called Cream Savers.
Oh, you know what? I just saw something that somebody posted on Facebook that Cream Savers have made a return. Like just recently, like in the last month or so, somebody posted about them coming back.
And they would have orange cream and strawberry cream. And I think they had like chocolate cream. Maybe caramel cream. I think there may have been just like those 4 flavors.
Right on.
But this definitely is in like harkens back to that. It's got like the fruit flavor and a creamy flavor to it.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
I like it. I wouldn't probably buy them. Like, I wouldn't think to buy them. I don't really eat lollipops or suckers or anything. But if it was like, part of a Easter basket or a gift bag or a Christmas stocking and as a kid, I probably would have liked them. Because I was always I'm still to this day and always have been a fan of non-chocolate sweets. Chocolate's great, but as an accent rather than the star of the show, in my opinion. So I always liked the gummy bears or the Twizzlers or the the non-chocolate sweets.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not the best thing to pick for this theme, but they're good.
They're tasty.
Yeah.
I get a little bit of now that I'm like eating more of it, almost like a cheesecake.
I could see that. Yeah. Yeah, I could pick up on that.
So I'm gonna put mine to the side and finish my honeydew after. Mike was smart and left the wrapper on his.
I don't know how smart it is. I may have. Oh, there we go. You know how I am. I'm like very particular.
Peculiar?
So,
You're very peculiar.
that too. So, do you want to go savory or do you want to go sweet again?
Let's do another sweet. Let's see if we can get a sweet that's not a hard candy.
So, do you want to do another a candy that's kind of related to these? Then?
Sure.
All right. So we also have Milkita. We have chocolate shake candies.
Are they soft?
I don't know. I think they might be very similar. I think they're going to be more of a chew, though.
Okay.
That's my guess.
Is our cow back? Our cow friend?
He is.
He's laughing. Is
Yeah.
he laughing or is he eating?
I don't know.
Oh, he's throwing something in his mouth.
Oh, he's throwing the candy in his mouth. I
Yeah.
see. Yeah. So,
We like our cow friend.
yeah. So I think these are going to probably be similar. Like if I would have had the chocolate one, they're probably going to be similar to that, right?
Yeah.
So let's see.
This is also Indonesia.
I believe so. Yeah. Yeah, Indonesia.
Shout out to our friends in Indonesia.
Yeah. We love your milkitas. Milkitas.
I think these are going to be hard candies again.
You think?
Yep.
Uh,
Chocolate shake candy. So it's not just a chocolate, it's chocolate shake. So it should taste like a chocolate milkshake, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, they're hard.
But they're small.
Immediate reaction.
Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Roll vibe. Oh, and then once you suck on it for a minute, it starts to
Soften up.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely chewy.
Mm-hmm.
That's straight up Tootsie Roll.
A little more milky.
Yeah, I'll give you that. It does have a little bit more of a
Almost like a milk chocolate vibe too.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it does.
Yeah, so Milkita chocolate shake candies, not too bad.
Again, I wouldn't buy them,
No,
but I'd eat them. Like I wouldn't avoid them or throw them away. But yeah, it's like, you know how Tootsie Rolls are more of a cocoa
right.
flavor.
Yep.
This was more of like a hot cocoa flavor, like a milky, like you said, not milky, but more milk chocolatey.
Right. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Let's venture into something savory.
all right. So we have a thing that often occurs with snacks from Asian snack culture is the ever popular corn snack.
Corn snack. Okay, so just like the history of corn. Like, obviously Native American cultivation that the rest of the world has just run with. And some do it really good and some don't do it so well. So a lot of the Japanese corn snacks I am not a fan of. I don't know what they do to it, but it's kind of unpleasant. So I'm nervous.
I'm seeing if I can find where these are a product of South Korea.
So we'll have to see how Korea does with the corn snack.
These are called popping corn chips, sweet and spicy.
And they look to me like bugles.
Yeah. I definitely, from the package. Oh, you know what? Look, it even has like a little circle there with like the shape, like a little bit more of a shape of like what they look like. Almost a bugle-ish, or almost like those 3D Doritos.
Okay, yeah. If it doesn't have a hole on the end, I think they're more of like a puff.
Yeah, if you can see what I'm looking at there. But we're gonna crack these open, and it says popping too, so that almost that gives me like a weird, like, what are they gonna be, like pop rocks? I mean, I'm a little frightened at that aspect. So let's find out what we got going on here.
Let's pop open the bag.
Oh yeah, they're definitely like a 3D style. Oh, let me do this. There you go. How's that for some 3D effect, huh?
Mm.
Do they smell sweet and spicy?
They smell slightly spicy. I don't smell sweet. But sweet is a hard thing to smell. They're definitely enclosed. Like
those 3D Doritos.
3D Doritos or a dumpling.
They're kind of bland.
They're a little bit sweet.
I don't get a lot of spice at all.
No, it's like a spice ran by the room.
Like a pepper just ran by and went, hi!
Yeah, like somebody just threw a pepper.
And I don't think they really pop. I don't know what it
They're crunchy. They have a big crunch. If you can hear
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're good. They're not bad.
This is definitely the snack for those. What do they call them? The ASMR people.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is an ASMR snack right here.
Yeah. Let me do it. Let me see if I can do it justice.
Yeah. You just took away our one viewer that we had left. They didn't like that at all.
They didn't like the crunching sound.
Yeah. Are we like we tilted a little bit the camera?
A little bit.
Let me see if I can. That better?
Except I'm just ahead now. There we go. That's better.
And we're focused.
Yay! So yeah, those are a slightly sweet crunch. I mean, it's supposed to be spicy, but it's not even as spicy as like black pepper.
Yeah.
So
you know what'd be good is to like you know how maybe we got like some of that powdered like chili seasoning, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And just sprinkle that into the bag and just shake it.
Okay, so I'm gonna say something weird. If they didn't have that tiny slight spice, they would taste like cereal.
A little bit.
Yeah. They have the consistency and the sweetness of like corn pops.
Yeah.
Corn pops with a slight chili taste.
Yes.
But no real spice. Like I wouldn't put them in a bowl with milk, but well.
And you noticed, I mean, the brand Latte So I mean, they're all over the place with the snacks. I mean, even like the Doritos, even though they're a Frito-Lay product, Latte is actually the one doing them for
on behalf of Frito-Lay.
Yeah, these say since 1983.
Like I said, they're not offensive. They're just. I wouldn't get them. Number one, they're fucking loud.
So you wouldn't want to like take those to like a movie theater, huh?
They would kick you out.
You think?
You're sitting there, crunch, 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 crunch. Plus, you wouldn't be able to hear the movie over your own chewing. No, and then they were just missing on the flavor. They were sweet. The only thing that's good is they didn't go with that weird fake corn flavor that they sometimes add that makes it taste like sweet corn, but it doesn't taste like sweet corn. It tastes like chemicals.
Right. I'll finish the bag of them.
You will, or we will.
Probably probably me. I mean, we might have to fight each other over the
Doritos.
And then, I mean, you mentioned Brother Sean. He's coming over tomorrow, and he's gonna get a handful, and he's not gonna get the bag because we'll never get the bag back. Probably not. Yeah. Like, oh. All right, we got one more snack out of our H Mart stash.
Okay.
And I think these are going to be they're going to be a corn snack as well. Okay. But more of a sweet corn snack.
Those were sweet.
Sweeter.
Sweet. Like even the Doritos were sweet. You were on you hit that snack aisle with a definite sweet tooth.
I was hoping the Doritos were going to be spicier. And then
but
I was hoping the corn things were going to be spicier. I was trying to go for stuff like the snacks. I was trying to go for stuff that was spicy. But I mean, I also didn't know what we were going to come back with as far as what you were going to get in the rest of the store. So I was just like, I kind of limited it.
I should have chaperoned you in that snack aisle.
Yeah, maybe we could have picked up a bit more.
It was salty instead of sweet.
Yeah. So we have turtle chips, choco churros. They do have a cute, like,
dinosaur? Turtle with a braid and a beret. We are all over the place. French, Spanish.
These are also Korean.
Korea.
This says this snack composed of 4 crunchy layers harmonizes and blends in the flavor of choco churros. And we'll show you the little character up at the top there.
The turtle.
There you go. The
turtle with a braid and a beret.
Yeah. Multicultural turtle. The churros. Korean churros.
Street food.
I mean, that's one of the countries that we're like, we want to go visit. We want to go to Korea. Mm-hmm. We want to go to Japan because we want to experience the food there. This is fun doing this, but we really want to. It's such
it's such a culture shock and a different, all the different things. Even there's like Eastern European countries where we're like, oh, that's different.
Okay, before you do anything, just stick your nose in there.
I was hoping it would smell like Cocoa Puffs, but it doesn't.
To me, it smells like
donuts.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say breakfast pastries.
It definitely has that yeasted pastry smell.
And I don't know if this will pick up well, but they're like almost like layered, like folded into themselves multiple times.
They're softer than I expected. I would put those in a bowl of milk.
So they're chocolate, but there's also definitely cinnamon.
There's chocolate, cinnamon, and like you said, it's got that pastry flavor.
These are fucking good.
You are very good.
Well, there's my F-bomb. Yeah. So, yeah.
Have to hide those from Sean too.
We'll give them like
a handful. Yeah, those are really good. Is that your breakfast tomorrow?
Maybe. So you were, before we opened these, you were saying like how I maybe didn't do so well down the snack aisle.
I didn't say you didn't do well. You just did a lot of sweet stuff.
I did, like, I was hoping like half and half.
But you like sweet and savory. Like you got like this, the Doritos even had honey on them. And the other ones were like sweet and spicy.
But I was hoping for more spicy out of both of those.
So next time one or both of us hit up H Mart, we need to be reminded to get some non-sweet spicy stuff.
Well,
or some curry.
Well, I know we have some upcoming trips, and I know I looked at one of the trips to see that was more East Coast, and there are H Marts. One place we're going, but it's way far off. It's in the Baltimore area. Mm-hmm. There's H Mart, so we'll have to keep that in the back of our mind.
Mm-hmm.
But these are really good. One more. I gotta have one more.
You gotta have one more.
Yeah.
You gotta have one more. Very good. Yay Orion turtle chips.
Yeah.
I don't know what turtles have to do with them. Maybe the shell. Looks a little bit like a turtle shell.
Maybe. I don't know.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Delicious.
We're almost
They're good. Yeah. Yum yum.
So, I mean, of what we got in this one, and I'm going to take the fish out of the equation because we knew that was good.
We know it's good. We've had them before.
What's your rankings? What's your top?
Those.
These.
Those
over the Doritos.
And then the Doritos are second. It's close.
I think I gotta go the Doritos first.
Really?
Yeah, I like the Doritos better. These are really good though. I mean, they're like 1A, 1B kind of ranking.
Well, yeah, it's like which do you like better? Yes. Like if somebody gave you, he's like, hey, I stopped at the store and I got you some of those turtle chips, you'd be like, yay! Right. And if somebody's like, hey, I picked up some of those sweet and spicy Doritos on my way home, yay!
Right, yeah.
I mean, neither one is like, oh.
I mean, I'll put the Doritos slightly ahead, but not by much.
Just whatever if you're in a snacky mood or if you're in a dessert mood.
So how about number 3? What's your number 3? I have mine.
My number 3 is the Oreo Thins.
Yeah, these were obvious. These were really good too. I enjoyed them. So number 4,
the popping snacks that don't pop.
Yeah, they're just really loud, crunchy.
Crunchy.
Yeah, number 4. Number 5, I think I'm going to go with the chocolate shakes.
No, I would probably go with the fruity suckers, just because chocolate. I mean, the churros are chocolate, but they're not like only chocolate. They're cinnamon, pastry. Right. So those would be my second.
We're kind of just flip-flopped on those. But yeah, we're fairly consistent across the board with the H Mart snacks that we had tonight. So, I mean, what is your feeling, Liz? Do you want to do the Universal Yums box?
Yeah.
I don't know which one it is. I just grabbed one.
Okay.
I don't know which country it is.
Okay.
So
it might even be Korea.
It could be an Asian country because I think we had 1 or 2 of those left that were Asian. So we're gonna grab the box and we're gonna open it up and we're gonna find out.
Where are we going? Where in the universe? Where in the Universal Yums are we going?
We are not going to Asia.
We're not going to Asia. Where are we going?
We are going to Scandinavia.
Ooh, Scandinavia. I'm terrified. Oh, terrified. They do a lot of dark licorice with salt on it and fish. So don't do me wrong, Scandinavia. Don't do me wrong.
All right. Did we want to do the rankings on this, or do we just? Well, you know what? I got a marker right here.
There we go. So let's jump it right into it here. While you're testing your marker, how about I start you off with a trivia question?
Oh, by the way, we're doing this box is Universal Yums. If you're not familiar with Universal Yums, make yourself familiar with Universal Yums. They are probably one of our favorite ones that we've done. They're so varied. They go all over the world, different countries every month.
You don't get repeats.
The holiday one was snacks from around the world, like I think themed to Christmas and whatnot. So that one's pretty unique. But otherwise, it just goes everywhere, and usually the stuff you get is pretty darn good.
Right. Or it's at least very unique.
Yeah.
I've liked it the best because a lot of the other boxes we kept getting repeats.
Yeah, and I mean, I see like we've started watching a lot of D&J, the Para DJ cruise vloggers, and they do Munch Pack.
Special guest.
Oh yeah. Duff is with us. Duff in the house. And what was I going to say? They do Munch Pack, and they do like the small one, and they lament the fact that they get so many corn sticks.
And I don't think anybody likes
like
them.
The Umaibo corn sticks. And they don't really like them, but they also get one like every box.
Mm-hmm. And we had the same experience with Tokyo Treat and Munch Pack. And
they were getting the small box.
Right.
They get the small box, and they were still getting one like every month. And that's my shout out to D&J. Yeah, Para DJ. If you're into cruise ships and you want to see some people tour around cruise ships and go to the different cruise ports, I highly recommend their YouTube channel.
They're very informative and entertaining, and they seem just like really nice people.
Yep.
So on the trivia train, what is the most popular souvenir in Sweden? A pine cone, a clock, a moose crossing warning sign, or nail clippers?
I'm going to go with the nail clippers.
Think Sweden's got some gnarly nails?
No, I think it's like a precise instrument, and I think they would be like into stuff like that.
A popular souvenir?
Sure.
Okay. The answer is C, which is the moose crossing warning sign.
That was my other one that I was...
Commonly seen along roads in Sweden, is the most popular souvenir. Many of the signs disappear on lightly trafficked roads where tourists can unscrew the signs without being seen. It's pretty annoying to the local authorities, as there are about 400,000 moose in Sweden, the densest population in the world.
I thought they were going to say there was like 400,000 stolen a year. I was going to be like, holy cow.
I'm going to buy them in bulk at this point.
I would just start selling them.
Well, people take some like as a souvenir for free.
Oh. Yeah, for the first snack, right?
I thought it said right on the thing.
No, it just has like a picture of it.
Start here, not these.
It says start here. It looks like a blue stick.
Like I said, the nougat and licorice milk chocolate bar. Back in March, we were deciding what to put in this very box. Should we go for this caramelly, nougaty, salty, licoricey milk chocolate bar, or just play it safe? We left it up to a company vote. It was a close vote, but you can thank 17 Universal Yums employees for pushing this bar onto you. Have we seen a lot of chocolate bars from around the world? Yes, probably about 10,000. Is this the most unique chocolate bar we've ever seen? Definitely. chocolate with salty licorice inside. It's so uniquely Danish. You'll never find another combination like it again. Take a bite and enjoy the ride. Salty licorice. Why? Why do you do this, cold countries, cold white people countries? These are your people.
Here you go.
I can smell the licorice.
Oh yeah, that's very, very, very pungent of licorice.
Cheers. Down the hatch. Snackrifice. It wasn't bad at first. Then my mouth warmed it up. And the last thing that lives on is black licorice and just salt. Did you actually eat the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, not good. Not good. Did you like it?
It wasn't bad, actually.
You hate licorice and fennel and anise flavored stuff. And it was salty.
So
Ugh.
I don't feel like the black licorice anise flavor was very strong to me. What's weird is I enjoyed
The chocolate.
No, I enjoyed the mix of the black licorice and the chocolate together. Like the combo was like oddly enticing to me. Like I enjoyed it. I didn't get a whole lot of saltiness to it either.
Wow, I got nothing but pure salt at the end.
I mean,
of
a
my
little
first
bit
bite.
salty, but like not. I mean, now I'm like my glands are a little like watering, like, but I didn't mind it like really. I wasn't as offended by it as you were.
The first bite when I tasted it, it was like the chocolate on the outside,
Mhm.
good. The nougat in the middle, good. But then I smushed it against the roof of my mouth. I didn't chew it. I smushed it against the roof of my mouth, and my mouth must have either found a pocket of or warmed up the licorice. And that after that, it's all I could taste. The chocolate went away, the nougat went away, and all I could taste was licorice. And then after that, salt.
So if you want to think about this, by American standards, it's basically a Three Musketeers bar, but take the nougat and replace that cream chocolate that they use for the nougat in that, and replace it with like a black licorice flavored nougat. It's essentially the Three Musketeers bar, but with like a black licorice filling.
I mean, it didn't say what the name of it was.
Oh, it's called Yankee. Yankie. I mean, I held it up to the camera. So what's your ranking on that one, Liz? The Universal Yums, by the way, they give you like a nice little rating chart.
So you can remember what you tried.
Yeah.
What was it out of how many?
I think we just did 1 out of 5.
Oh.
And we even do like...
I'll give it a 1 for the chocolate.
A 1. Okay. I am going to go... I'm going to go 3.75 on that. I didn't mind it.
So we go here next?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. Next one is cheese, please. Cheesy corn puffs. Kim's corn curl snack with a secret savory mix of Danish spices. Cheese in Scandinavia can be deceiving. Take Finnish It looks just like regular cheese, but squeaks when bitten. Hence its name, squeaky cheese. So like cheese curds. Then there's Icelandic skyr, which looks like yogurt, but it's actually sour milk cheese. And let's not forget Norway's caramel-flavored Geitost brown cheese, which is actually made from whey. These cheese puffs follow the tradition of Nordic deception. You'll first get a tang, followed by a sweet, delightfully sweet aftertaste. Or will you?
So there's the package, and I want to see if you get the same vibe from the package as I got, Liz.
Maggots?
No, this guy.
What about him?
Michigan J. Frog.
Oh, yeah, he's got the top hat and the cane.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal. No?
Send me a kiss by wire. Honey, my heart's on fire.
Hey, you sing that like, every once in a while. So I was shocked that that didn't evoke that.
Yeah, it didn't at first. It was more creepy looking than anything else. Does it smell cheesy? Smells like mushrooms.
Yeah.
Like Swiss cheese, maybe. Which Netherlands or Scandinavia? Oh, I'm afraid. So it's supposed to tangy and then sweet, maybe. That's definitely not cheddar, and it's definitely not American cheese. I don't know what kind of cheese that is. Not as salty as American cheese snacks.
It does have a little bit of a salty bite to it, but not, you're right, not as bad as ours.
Good.
Yeah, not too bad.
I'm not getting any sweet at the end, which is fine because that would have grossed me out. I don't like sweet cheese.
It still looks like it's...
We're good. We're fine. Nobody's watching. What would you give those?
3.
2.5.
Okay.
Which of these companies started in Denmark? IKEA, Nokia, Spotify, Lego.
Lego.
Yep. In 1934, carpenter Ole Kirk Christensen opened a wooden toy company called Lego, from Danish leg godt, meaning play well. After making miniature versions of his furniture products, he was inspired to produce toys, starting with plastic bricks in 1949. The rest, they say, is history. Today, over 600 billion Lego pieces have been produced. P.S. IKEA and Spotify are Swedish, while Nokia is Finnish. And next, we have an American inspiration. Paprika and chili pepper potato chips by Kim's. These are another one by Kim's. Kim's did the cheese snacks that we just did. These smoky and sweet chips are from southern Denmark.
This is the same company that did the...
That's what I just said.
Oh.
Kim's.
Oh, okay.
A lot of questions come up with... Okay. A lot of questions come up when you carefully examine these iconic Danish chips. First, why is there an American flag on the package? Second, why are the potatoes inside lucky? Third, why is Sunderso, where these chips are made, so prominent on the package? It's actually a quiet town of 3,000 in the middle of Denmark, certainly not a hot spot. Rather than continue to contemplate the packaging, we suggest moving on to devouring. Seasoned with onion, tomato, paprika, and chili pepper, each chip is deliciously easy to understand. So the packaging is, we don't get it, and neither does Universal Yums.
Lucky potato.
It references a tiny little town of 3,000 people. It has an American flag on it.
Oh, this potato's lucky because it wasn't made into a chip.
Okay, that's your interpretation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
USA.
Denmark. Oh, they smell good. It's healthy. Wow. That's a punch of flavor after the cheese curls. Woo! Tasty, but very salty. Tasty, but very salty.
Yeah. I could see that. Yeah. These are pretty salty.
They're basically barbecue chips.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Yeah.
I gotta wash some of that salt away. Do Scandinavian people have high blood pressure?
I don't know.
Because they put salt in their licorice, salt in their chocolate, salt, really salty chips. Yikers.
It's a good question. I don't know the answer to that.
I'll give those a solid 3. They're good.
I think I'm in step with you on that one.
Next one, we're going sweet. I think, unless they put salt in it, we're getting off the salt train. We have cocoa-filled oat cookies. Eastern Denmark's most decadent oat treat. Warning, this is not your average chocolate chip cookie. In this Danish version, bittersweet chocolate binds 2 crispy oat cookies together to make an extraordinary treat. It's only fitting for the equally extraordinary story of how this cookie came to be. In 1864, Karen Wolf was born in an impoverished village in Denmark. As a teen, she worked in a kitchen, learning how to be both a chef and a businesswoman. By age 26, she saved enough money to fulfill her dream of opening a bakery. Her products quickly won over Copenhagen socialites. Her business exploded, and Karen Wolf became a household name in Denmark. Then, 125 years ago, and now.
So Karen Wolf.
Original oat cookies.
With cocoa filling.
Baked
I'm kind of curious.
sharing.
I mean, the packaging, I don't know what these are going to look like. But it says crisp oat cookies with cocoa filling. Oh, look at that.
Looks like an oatmeal cookie.
Oh, these remind me a little bit of something.
Hard. What?
Okay, so this is gonna sound horrible, but you used to get you could get cookies in the bulk section at our local grocery store, and they had oatmeal cookies with chocolate, and they'd be kind of like this with and they'd be kind of a sandwich cookie with chocolate in the middle. It kind of reminded me when I saw it, I was like, oh, that kind of takes me back many years. It smells good though. Man, I still got that saltiness and flavor from the chips.
They don't taste like anything.
They're incredibly bland.
The chocolate doesn't even taste like anything. They're like, oh, bittersweet chocolate. It doesn't even taste like chocolate. All I can taste is like fryer oil. Like the cookies were cooked in fryer oil.
Yeah. Almost burnt.
Not burnt, but
no, almost like a burnt flavor to me.
And they're definitely greasy. Oil on my hands. I don't want any more. I don't like it.
Oh no, just I'm gonna finish this, but
that wasn't good.
Like when I opened this up, I went, "Ooh, this smells good," and then
there's no taste. There's no. And I drank water. I took that like second and third bite, thinking, well, maybe the potato chips had knocked out my taste buds, but it really tastes like nothing. It tastes like oil, like fryer oil.
Yeah.
I don't taste any chocolate. I don't taste any oatmeal. The only thing is that they are better than the licorice things, so I'll give them like you a 1.5. But
yeah, just not pleasant. That's disappointing.
It is very disappointing because I love oatmeal cookies.
Yeah.
And I like, like I said, chocolate as a
right. And it nothing to do with them being hard either.
No, because that would have been fine. Crispy cookies are fine.
Yeah. Just the flavor just wasn't there.
Yeah, no, those were. Need a minute. Get that out of my mouth. That oily taste.
I mean, I wasn't saying burnt like they were burnt like physically, but burnt like flavor.
Yeah. Which of the following are Swedish inventions? The zipper, oat milk, the pacemaker, or the computer mouse?
The zipper.
This is a trick question.
They all are?
Well, all of the above, which wasn't a choice. But Sweden didn't just give us IKEA and H&M. They also gave the world zippers, oat milk, pacemakers, and computer mice.
I'm fairly certain I knew the zipper for sure. That's why I guessed it.
Gideon Sundblock, a Swedish-American electrical engineer, developed the zipper in 1917. Rune Elmqvist made a battery-run artificial pacemaker in 1958. Oat milk was developed by Richard Oste, who founded Oatly in 1994. And Håkan Lans is credited with inventing the predecessor of the modern computer mouse. I'll do one more. In 2008, Norway knighted a penguin, tiger, boar, or a cat.
Cat.
A penguin.
Oh.
The story of how Norway came to knight a penguin goes back to 1972, when Norwegian Lieutenant Nils Ingling visited the Edinburgh Zoo in Scotland. He arranged for the Norwegian King's Guard to adopt one of their king penguins as a mascot. The cute critter has since moved up in the ranks, achieving knighthood in 2008 and a promotion to brigadier in 2016. In fact, he now outranks the original lieutenant who started it all.
Interesting. So I think we're up to your favorite part of these.
Mm-hmm.
We are up to the yum bag.
Oh, okay. Oh, find me in your yum bag. Okay.
Yeah. I kind of had a feeling. Because I saw the yum bag and I was looking at the candies and going, okay, well, they're not in their own packaging. So I figured they must be in the yum bag, which they literally give you a bag that says yum bag.
So the first one out of our yum bag is the cocoa mud cake balls. Cake balls.
I like cake balls.
It is a Mississippi mud cake the Swedish way. One bite of these incredible truffles and you're going to be like, where can I get more? But you can also make the original Swedish dessert that inspired the mud cake filling doll called Delicata Bowl. It's a classic in Sweden and one of the first things that Swedish children learn how to make because of its sweetness and simplicity. Check out the easy recipe. So there's a recipe in here for those as well.
So I believe they're these blue ones.
Yes.
Kind of excited for this one. It sounds
Is yours
interesting.
cookie dough flavored?
I don't know.
In yellow writing, it says cookie dough. No, mine is not the right one.
No?
No. There's chocolatey cookie dough balls and cocoa mud cake balls.
Oh, I see. Okay. So here, that one then.
Thank you.
Oh, so do we do each of
Yeah.
these? Okay. All right.
So they're in just like a little foil wrapper. Like a truffle.
Like a
almost
little
like a
truffle,
lint.
like a lint truffle. Yeah, like you would have gotten these like during the holidays. Smells good.
Like cinnamon and chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Grainy. Oh, that is so sweet.
So
The chocolate on the outside is delicious. The middle, not a fan.
it's funny. You know what it reminds me of is our friend Christy, who's been on episodes of this before. She did with a local chocolatier. She did truffle making class at AJ's Beer Warehouse, 175 Clay Road, right here in Rochester, New York. And the chocolatier had us make truffles, and Christy paired some of the chocolates and stuff like that with beer. It was a lot of fun. And our friend Teresa that was on earlier, she went with me to it.
Right.
And some of the chocolate and stuff that they used was like the woman used was grainy. And this kind of reminded me of it in that way. But this was far more delicious. This was I like this for that aspect.
The shell on the outside was really smooth, really tasty chocolate. The inside was so sweet, and like you said, it was grainy and really sweet.
Almost coffee-ish too, yeah.
I got like coconut.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, there's coconut in it. Coconut
Okay.
and oats in the middle.
Oh, maybe that's what it. Maybe it's the oats. It kind of like throwing me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, were these other ones like a throw-in then?
No, they're on here. Chocolatey cookie dough balls.
Oh, they're down further.
Mm-hmm. The next one is actually wild strawberry toffee.
Oh, okay.
So it's the start of summer. Okay, not really. But these toffees kind of make you feel like it. In Sweden, the beginning of summer is marked by a traditional festival called Midsummer. During this unique festivity, locals flock to the countryside to eat strawberries, wear flower crowns, and dance like frogs around ivy-covered poles called the Midsummer Stang. Grab one of these wild strawberry toffees and start dancing, like a frog, preferably. Good. Very simple. Smotron Cola. Wild strawberry toffee. Doesn't smell like anything.
I mean, that's not exactly very appetizing looking, but it's just like almost like a fruit chew kind of look.
A saltwater taffy.
Very hard to start.
It's legitimately saltwater taffy.
But you could lose a fucking filling with this.
And it's not really, I mean, there's a strawberry flavor, but it's brief.
Almost like a cream strawberry.
Yeah, it's not really a punch of strawberry flavor.
Right.
It's real strawberry flavor, though. It's not like fake strawberry.
Right.
Tastes like strawberry jam, but not as pungent.
Right.
And very sticky. And the next one is called, I don't know if this is in our bag or not.
It is.
The mixed fruit licorice stick. Oh, with your freaking licorice. You've already tried some of Denmark's most unique licorice. If not, go back to the beginning and try that horror again. But not all Danish licorice is salty. This fruity version hits all the right notes, chewy and tangy, with a spritz of lemon. Chew on it as you take in the fact that Denmark has black licorice flavored ice cream, beer, and potato chips. Maybe one of those will be in your box next time we visit. Sounds like they're threatening us.
Damn, Universal Yums. Why are you threatening us, man?
We're going to threaten you with horrible licorice.
With licorice. We've threatened you with licorice. We've blinded,
potato chips.
We've blinded you with science. Oh, you know what? We didn't give ratings for those last two.
I probably 2.5 the chocolate one.
Okay.
And 2 the strawberry one.
I would probably go a 3 on the chocolate, and I'll go 2 on the strawberry one.
What's up? So this was the mixed fruit licorice stick. I don't think it's a black licorice stick, though. Please don't be a black licorice stick. I don't think it's just a fruit flavored one.
Yeah, it's like red in color, and then it's got like a whitish, creamy color in the middle.
Lemon, I think. It looks gross.
I was trying to like just pull it out of the top, and it wouldn't. Okay. Or do we just
bite it? Lady in the Trumpet. Smells fruity. Hard. It's not particularly pleasant. The outside doesn't taste like anything, and the inside tastes like pledge smells.
with creamy
pledge.
Creamy lemon pledge.
You more?
All right. The outside. No, I'm good. The outside is like just tough to like eat.
Yeah, like you're supposed to. Was it plastic? Were we maybe not supposed to eat that? I have to think they would have told us if we weren't supposed to eat it, right?
No, it's gelatinous. It's like it's kind of jelly like. But it's
chewy
very
and tangy with a spritz of lemon. I didn't like it. No. That's the one I would leave in the Easter basket until it was time to throw everything out. Ugh, blah. Not a fan. Scandinavia, you're really miss on the sweets.
Yeah, this is an odd box so far. This is really like this is probably our worst box we've gotten from them.
This is a 1.5 because it wasn't as offensive as the licorice chocolate, the salty licorice chocolate, but it was pretty not good.
It was just there was nothing. I'm gonna go along with you.
Now we're going to something that you probably will like.
All right, so we have the second of the truffle type.
This is a chocolatey cookie dough ball. Creamy Swedish cookie dough filling. Yum. Get this. Get this. The delicious cookie dough filled chocolate ball you're holding in your palm originally started off as a honey capsule. What's a honey capsule? Well, no one knows because their founder, Carl Prinzel, quickly realized they were a bust. Soon after, he began making small plastic packets of hazelnut cream, which eventually turned into hazelnut cream-filled balls, which turned into these cookie dough-filled balls 100 years later. What's next? What could be better than cookie dough? Something for you to contemplate. So it's another truffle, like a Lindt truffle. They look very similar. Smells like hot chocolate. The inside does not taste like chocolate chip cookie. It tastes like oatmeal raisin.
Yeah.
I like that one though.
That is so peculiar.
I like that one a lot better than the cake ball one.
This is my favorite thing so far.
That was delicious. I would eat those. I would buy those. I would buy those for Christmas and give them to people.
Yeah. Those are good.
They're very like you got the cinnamon and like, I don't know, the spice that's in them. That's really good. And it goes really good with the chocolate. I'd give that a 4.
I went 4.25 on that.
It was good. I enjoyed that.
What's surprising?
It wasn't grainy. It wasn't grainy.
Oh. What's surprising is they give you 2 extras. And, if you're doing this with a lot more than 2 people, you would hope that they would give you, like those little bites, they would give you more than just 2 of each. The only ones that they did were the strawberry toffees. They gave you 4 of those and just 2 of each of the other ones.
All right, let's do some trivia. Get through the trivia. What became a symbol of Danish independence in the 20th century? A banana, a pig, a train, or a red ribbon?
Pig.
Yep. In the 19th century, Denmark and Prussia had numerous border disputes. In the 1860s, Prussia declared victory and instituted laws supporting anything or suppressing anything remotely Danish, including a ban on the flag. The Danish farmers stuck on the wrong side of the border hatched an unlikely plan. They bred a new breed of pig that looked as close as possible to the Danish flag. The Protestschwein, or protest pig. Protestschwein. Next is something savory. We're getting away from all of this sweetness and going with a jalapeno pepper popcorn. I don't know about you, but when I think Scandinavia, I don't think jalapeno.
Jalapeno on a stick.
It's very non-native plant.
The thing that concerns me about this, honestly, not so much the flavor,
The quantity,
but like how flat
flat.
this is. It's really kind of odd. Like, I don't know if you could see that or not on the video. Look, yeah, there you go. There's a good view of it.
It's very flat bag.
Like on the one side, it just.
Okay, so spiced with seasoning from central Denmark. Apparently the jalapeno of central Denmark. We have a wonderful man named Klaus Pilgaard, aka Chili Klaus, to thank for this wonderful yum. In the early 2000s, Danish-born Klaus Pilgaard first tasted spicy food as a university student in London. It took him nearly 20 years to try some heat because in Denmark, spicy food isn't so common. He was so excited about spice that he began growing his own chili peppers, then making YouTube videos sharing his violently spicy peppers with Danish celebrities. Since then, spice has slowly crept into Danish cuisine and popcorn.
Hopefully, you like this one because there is a lot of popcorn in there. I just want to show the audience, future audience, you never know. There's a lot of popcorn in there, and it smells interesting.
It smells like coffee.
Wonder if that's the cookie dough
Maybe.
truffle.
Again, whew, very salty. Oh, they're good.
Oh, damn.
Once you get past the salt,
the jalapeno flavor is on point.
It is a kick.
That is nice.
Rock on Chili Klaus.
Yeah.
That's some of the best bagged popcorn I've ever had.
Yeah.
Mmm.
That's really good.
I love popcorn. That's delicious.
Yeah.
Get you some jalapeno popcorn.
Yeah. From Snackrifice.
Yep.
Apparently.
Made
in Denmark.
Klaus Pilgaard, aka Chili Klaus.
Yeah. Good on you, Klaus. Good on you.
I am digging on this.
We'll give Sean a little taste.
Yum. That's that's redeeming. That's a 4.5.
Wow. Liz with her high score so far. I'm gonna go 4.
Delicious. Now we go back to sweet because we can't be allowed to have nice things. Sour Tutti Frutti Gummies. Swedish fruit medley in its most tart form. The future of candy is here, and you're about to eat it. Bubs, the candy maker behind these soft, sugar-coated, sour Tutti Frutti Gummies, is one of the most tech-savvy manufacturers in the world. Inside their 24/7 manufacturing facility, there are driverless trucks, energy-efficient power sources, and candy-making robots. So yes, what you're eating was made by a robot. Take one bite and tell us how the future tastes.
So, I mean, the one thing that we always fear are sour candies from another country.
Because they're usually not.
And we're not looking, our candies are the sourest. It's just they can be bland sometimes.
No, we've had some like that. Those kind of small ones. I don't know where those are from. I think they were in a Tokyo treat box. They had these little lemon tennis balls that were supposed to be sour, and literally, I thought my salivary glands were going to seize. I had to spit it out. It was so terribly sour. So it's not like we're, like you said, America, we're sours. But frequently when they say sour, they're not very. So they're definitely little lemon lime footballs or rugby balls, if you want to call them that. Mike's making faces. I like the Tutti Frutti flavor, which we would call juicy fruit.
They're pretty sour.
They're not sour in the way of Sour Patch Kids. It's not all on the surface. They're sour when you chew them. They're sour in the middle.
Yeah.
Those are good. I like those. And they're probably on par with a Sour Patch Kid.
But like what you mentioned, like the flavor, the Tutti Frutti or juicy fruit flavor comes through nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are good. I like those. I like that they're not lemon lime.
They're sour enough to be called sour candies. They do have a nice sourness to them.
And what's good is so if you know like all of the sour like gummy worms and the Sour Patch Kids that we have, that sourness is entirely on the coating.
Right.
Like once you suck all the sour off, you're just left with a gummy.
Mm-hmm.
These are sour all the way through. Like the candy itself is sour. Like the outside is just sugar.
Yeah.
The inside is sour.
Mm.
I like these. These are good. 3.75.
I'll go the same. Yeah. All right. Our last treat for the night.
You want to do more trivia?
Sure. I just realized something about the last treat too. Well, we'll get there.
Which of the following is a real holiday in Finland? International Day of International Day of Failure, Night of the Radishes, Picnic Day, or Mountain Day?
Night of the Radishes.
It's A. International Day of Failure.
Okay.
Mark October 13th on your calendars and get ready to fail. Finland's International Day of
Could you have imagined if it was 3 days later?
Got married on Failure Day. Probably people don't get married on that day. Finland's International Day of Failure was started in 2010 by university students who believed that failure was frowned upon in Finnish culture, thus stifling innovation. The holiday of failing has unfortunately found success. It has now spread to 17 countries and received a rousing shout out from the creator of Angry Birds. So, Failure Day. Day to fail. You know, don't do things on that day like bungee jump and skydive.
Good thought.
We'll do one more. What did Danish physicist Niels Bohr receive in 2022? An unlimited supply of chocolate, a library filled with books on physics, a house connected to a brewery, a 46-story bronze statue in his honor.
Statue.
Nope. Niels Bohr was well liked by many, especially local Danes. After winning the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1922, Bohr received a new home from the Carlsberg Brewery.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's gross. What made his free house even better, it had a direct pipeline into the brewery, so he could have free beer on tap whenever he wanted.
Nice. Very cool.
Yay for Mr. Bohr.
Yeah.
You win the Nobel Prize, beer for life.
Oh, by the way, if you were wondering what Liz was waving at, I did a very silent burp. It was a lot of flavors.
So gross. Okay, we'll do the last one. Which of the following is a real competition in Finland? Loudest scream, longest nose blow, sharpest knife, or cell phone throwing?
Nose blow.
It is cell phone throwing.
Wow.
Finns are crazy about unusual championships like mobile phone throwing, which is considered a national sport in Finland. But don't worry, contestants aren't allowed to throw their own phones, but instead use donated mobile devices that best fit their hand for the contest. And while A, B, and C aren't real, locals have plenty of other unusual competitions to win, like playing air guitar or even sitting on an ant nest. Scandinavian people, man.
Mm.
Okay, our last treat.
I kind of want to know what the winning throw was, right? Like, how far did they throw it?
And if it has to fit your hand, doesn't somebody
or,
with a really big hand that can hold a heavier phone have a...
And I'm presuming that the longest throw is what won it, right?
I don't know. We'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
So the last is a rum icing coated cookie baked by Denmark's most famous bakery. Remember Jorgen from page 2? No, I don't remember Jorgen from page 2. Jorgen made these just for you. No, really. Once the batch was baked, he wrote us an email. We're looking very much forward to Universal Yums customers trying our romkager. It's a traditional cookie in Denmark, but very unique with the combination of a crisp cookie and the smooth, refreshing icing. We also can't wait for you to try them. It's that Karen Wolf.
It's Karen Wolf. Yes.
Oh.
That's why I said that.
I blocked out Jorgen from Karen Wolf. I'm sorry. And I have a fondness for people named Jorgen and Jürgen.
But maybe Karen's are...
Karen's
cookies are not necessarily the cookies you want to eat.
Karen's got a bad rap all over the world right now. So Karen Wolf, I'm hoping can redeem herself, or Jorgen can redeem her, because the crispy oatmeal chocolate wafers were not good. They just tasted like oil.
Oh, they're kind of just in there. They're just kind of in there.
Okay, they smell like rum cake. So they have a smell, which the cookies didn't.
Yeah, they smell good. Yeah. I'm hoping they're like almost like shortbread.
Look at there.
Buttery
shortbread, and all of the rum flavors in the frosting.
How did they make both of these cookies? Because these are pretty good.
Yeah, these are delicious. Again, Christmas present, or
But like they made
coffee.
both cookies in this box. Like it makes no sense because those other ones are so bad.
These are delicious.
And these are pretty good. Yeah.
Like the cookie tastes like those sewing tip cookies. The Royal Dance butter cookies that you get in the blue tin. And then the frosting is like a rum cake flavored. Very tasty.
I think you redeemed yourself, Jorgen, with these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, wait, Jorgen?
Jorgen. Not Jorgen. Not from Bake Off.
Not from Bake Off. That'd be something, wouldn't it?
He's German.
I make you some cookies.
I was a fan. My heart broke. My heart broke for Jorgen.
Oh, yes. If you haven't watched the latest season of the Great British Bake Off
Sorry, spoiled it for
on
you.
Netflix. Oh, man. What a roller coaster of emotions this season was. Oh, yeah, I really love it.
I'm going to spoil it for our Zero watchers right now. Is that I was happy that Giuseppe won. He was very technical and precise and calm for the most part. And he was they're all such nice people.
Mm-hmm.
Even Freya, who had vocal fry. Oh my God, her voice. But she was still a very nice girl. She was just had that, it's like a creaky door. But my favorite was a baker named Jorgen. And he was such an Eeyore. He was such a sweet little man. And like I think the first episode, he won Star Baker. And, you're supposed to call your family and say, hey, I got Star Baker. And he called and the phone just rang and rang and rang. And very quietly he said, oh, nobody home. And I was like, my heart broke. You can call me, Jorgen. I will celebrate Star Baker for you. I am a Jorgen fan.
Team Jorgen.
Team Jorgen.
On that note.
We didn't rate the cookies.
Oh, on that note, the cookies. I am going to go with a 4 on those.
I would do a 3.5. They're pretty good, but I mean, they're not the best cookies I've ever had, but they're good.
They're good. I enjoyed them. All right, so that brings us to our final rankings for the Universal Yums box. And I mean, this helps you determine like what you liked the best out of the box, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, Liz, by this token, your number one item out of this box was the
jalapeno popcorn.
The jalapeno popcorn, which surprises the hell out of me that this was it for you.
Oh, so good.
But I mean, that, like, from just looking at the package and opening it up and going, oh man, this could either be good or bad, that this ended up being your favorite thing out of there is the shocking thing.
Mm.
Eating it, you're like, okay, you totally understand why you enjoyed that the most. Your second place item was the chocolate chip cookie dough truffle, which
tasted like oatmeal cookie.
Can't show that to you anymore because well, there was only one of them. I think it was the other one. Yeah, there's the leftover wrapper, yeah. So that was actually my number one item, and then I had tied for second was the jalapeno popcorn and the rum cookies that we just had. Those were like my top 1 and 2A, 2B. Least favorite item, Liz. You went with the Yankee chocolate licorice bar. Was your least favorite?
Salty Satan cookie or salty Satan candy.
Yep. And then you had a tie for your second least favorite, the oatmeal chocolate cookie
that didn't taste like anything except oil,
and the weird gelatinous stick thing.
Oh yeah,
the cream stick thing with I don't fucking know what that was.
It looks like Gulpy clay.
Yeah, that
is going to go in the garbage.
Yes, that and the oatmeal cookie were my two least favorites from the Universal Yums box. So yeah, that was an interesting Scandinavian Universal Yums box. I like the variety of this thing. Let's be honest. And midway through the box, I did say it. I said, man, this might be the worst box they've done. But like the last 4 items in this box were solid. They were all 4 of them were really good. So they kind of redeemed themselves. Like half of the box was decent.
And I think and this is just my taste, obviously, don't know a lot about Scandinavian food. I knew going into it that they are notorious for salty licorice.
Right. Yeah.
Like, they will sell like little licorice bites that are hollow in the middle that are just filled with salt.
Mm.
And that's the sweet. And I was dreading that we were going to get like salt-filled licorice. So thank you, Universal Yums, for not giving us what are called double stout, which is a chocolate hollow or a hollow black licorice filled with salt. Thank you for not giving us that. But you did threaten us.
Right. They kind of knew what they were doing with the chocolate bar at the beginning.
They did threaten us with licorice chips and licorice beer and other licorice flavored things if they return to Scandinavia for a box eventually in the future. But yeah, I think in my tastes, I enjoyed all of the savory things. Even those weird cheese curls, those were pretty okay. They smelled like mushrooms and they didn't taste like any type of cheese that I'm accustomed to. But again, it could be Scandinavian cheese, Danish cheese, Finnish cheese, Swedish cheese.
Right.
The chips were good. They were salty, but they were just essentially barbecue flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously the jalapeno popcorn was the star.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was it for salty, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, those potato chips, the cheesy things were a little salty, and then the popcorn. Everything else was more sweet.
So all 3 salty things were good.
Yeah.
And then the sweets were hit and miss.
Yeah. Agreed. So what do you say? Why don't we get out of here for tonight? Stay tuned because we have many, 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 many more Universal Yums boxes coming up, and I keep saying this. I think we'll probably get another subscription box once we get caught up. And stay tuned for that. And hopefully you've enjoyed our almost 2 hours of snacking.
A Snackrifice double feature.
Yes. We have proven our snackability tonight, I have to say. But yeah, check out our previous episodes on our YouTube page or on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Willing Snackrifice. Yeah, had a fun time with you. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon. Maybe another week or so, I would say.
Yeah.
All right. But if you're willing to Snackrifice with us, let us know also.
Yeah.
If you want to subscribe to a snack box and play along with us, we can easily invite you on to the show. It is so easy. Even a caveman could do it. Trust me, it really is easy with the StreamYard application that we use. We love our StreamYard. But, yep, we'll see you all next time, and have a good night.
Good night.